want to watch some TV. Ooh, Eerie Mysteries. I love that show. Looks like a new episode released today. Time to give it a watch.
The ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull.
Hey, Steve. He's my favorite character.
I guess they're not like.
He's probably one of my favorites too.
Now that I think about it,
I relate to this guy so much.
No, this is a one-time deal. I don't think this is something we should pass up. Well, these chips have been hard to come by recently, so I guess it wouldn't hurt to buy them. All right, sir. We have a deal, it seems. Oh, hey. So that explains why my chips taste weird. Also explains why I'm seeing these weird fish tints around me.
Yeah, those chips will make you trip out like crazy.
That's always been a great shot.
Man, it sure is a nice day outside. Maybe I should go to the mall or something. What seems like the best place to look around?
So that shoe store over there, that was like supposed to be like a little subtle reference to Adventure Time, which is one of my favorite shows.
Maybe I'm having an off day or something.
Man, I forgot how cool different types of mythology can be. I used to read the stories a lot years ago.
One of the reasons why I love voicing Zach is because I got to act excited with every episode.
That's a classic. Oh, we also have some neat facts on Zeus. Oh boy, he was not the nicest dude, especially when it came to his family. Huh? What could this be? This better not be about my late fees to my streaming services. I'll get to them eventually.
There's so many of those streaming services. Hard to keep up.
This is awesome! I never thought I'd see the day where the camp would be up and running again! Wait, I gotta get the old game back together. Oh, this is gonna be great! No way.
Going into
Sandy,
voice acting
Alex,
for the show, I
Steve,
already knew that
the old
it
game's
was going
back
to be very
together.
comedic and that there's going to be a lot of jokes. But I kind of wanted to be the one that brought a lot of that into the show.
Yeah, the series is mainly meant to be like a comedy, but it's also got like a bit of like serious story-driven moments in there.
I missed you all too. I'm just so
But I mainly try to focus on the comedy.
Yeah, true that, brother.
Of course, Steve is supposed to be very much the comedic relief of the team, but I still want to bring some of that to Zach as well.
Yeah, all the characters should try to be funny, but yes, Steve is definitely the main comedic relief.
My special drum mix.
Yeah.
You promised.
Oh, right. Sorry, Steve. So, I think we're all here for the same reason, right?
I think so. And that would be for the reopening of Camp Myst. Oh yeah, the old one got shut down. So the camp members had to fund more money to rebuild it in this new location. Yep. And if I'm right, should be opening up in just about 5 minutes.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. I'm sure our old camp pals don't
I really
want to
love
miss
how
this.
smooth the animation looks when compared to the first season of the
Not
show.
yet, Steve.
Yeah,
Are we there yet?
I've been trying to make animations more smooth recently.
There yet?
I'm glad it's
I swear
worked.
if you ask that one more time, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, you've been definitely getting better.
Why, hello there, campers. May I introduce you? Camp Myst 2.
Whoa.
It's been a long time coming.
To be continued.
Fun facts. This is actually the very first show that I've done a voice role for that I've actually completed.
Huh. That's
I
pretty
can't
neat.
tell you how many times I've auditioned for so many projects and never once have we got a single episode off of the ground.
Huh. Well, I'm glad this has become your first successful shot at voicing something in a show.
Yeah,
new and improved Camp
It's
Myst,
like
everyone.
that's happened so much though. It's so when I auditioned for your show, it was the first time I've auditioned for anything in a while.
Huh.
So I'm just okay. This is gonna be a huge gamble, but I went with it, and I'm just glad that worked out.
Yeah, you seem like a really good voice for Zach.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been way too long, and we're ready to pick up where we left off.
I did look at your content before recording for the first episode, just to get an idea of the type of experience that I'm in, and I put a lot more trust in you when I realized that you actually have content and your experience of this kind of thing. You're not exactly new to it.
Yeah, I've been trying to find out how to improve upon Camp Myst, more of like this new revival.
I think it is.
Yeah.
We now have a full-on military training ground. This is where campers will have, well, gym.
The voice actor that plays the sergeant guy, I always love his delivery.
Yeah, he does a really good job at bringing that like that military leader vibe voice.
Soldiers.
Things have been pretty good, especially after the monster situation.
Of course, Steve tripping out.
We were hunting for those little demon creatures.
I love the stoned look that he gives.
Hopefully they won't be back
Yeah,
anytime soon.
I try to do that a lot sometimes in the background stuff. Just like a little neat thing you can catch.
So, our next stop will be the Myst.
I wonder, does Steve ever question like a lot of stuff goes on in that camp? Does he ever question if it's all real or if it's just the stuff that he's taking?
I mean, given his stoner nature, he probably just rolls with it. And also, they've seen playing monsters, previously, so it's probably just nothing new.
Yeah, I'll come too.
Yeah, I actually like that.
There for too long. We'll have to continue this tour in a few minutes.
It's like the heroes can still be afraid of the monsters, but because they've already been through so much of it before, they're just more nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
I've got it. Why don't we play Elite Smashers?
Oh yeah, we used to play that years ago. Sure, I'll play.
Of course, that Elite Smashers game is a reference to Smash Bros. Specifically, Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Oh yeah. I like the whole look of the arcade, especially the Pac-Man in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, I want to give that like retro 80s style.
Yeah, you really did put a lot of detail into the backgrounds.
Yeah, like I don't think I don't really make all those great of backgrounds, but I try my best.
I'll tell you that shot of me and Steve looking at each other, figuring out what to do, and you see everything in the background. It's just the way it's framed. I think is one of the best shots of the whole show.
That's probably one of the funniest shots I've done.
I think I might be a fan of fighting games. I found a boxing simulator, and then I played Highway Brawler 2. So I might be a gamer.
I like that we see a lot of similarities between Zach and Sandy that adds to them having like a crush on each other.
Yeah, I've tried to give them more of a interesting chemistry.
Good. Now we shall finish up the tour with something special. So you're saving the best for last? Yeah. Everyone, I bestow upon you the new cabins. Now, these cabins look kind of took up the majority of the budget for making the new version of the camp, so please don't scroll up.
Wow, the cabins look more modern compared to the old ones.
Cabin has a TV, a game console, DVDs. This cabin has everything.
There's not a lot of DVDs and games here, though. What's up with that?
Glad you asked. We got a new renter service at the library where you can rent DVDs and games for a week or more. Just be sure to return them on time, or you have to pay a fee.
Thanks for reminding me about my streaming service problem back in my apartment. That's gonna be lovely.
Now, You see
I have to pay for like 5 of them in real life, so I get that.
for a while?
Yeah, my family also has like to pay for a lot of streaming service because we watch so much on all of them.
Right. Come on, guys, go get our stuff back.
It seems that Camp Myst is seeing the rise of a new era. Though, I can only hope that monsters won't lurk around here, especially after looking up urban legends around the city.
If I'm being honest, Attack of the Moonlight Killer might have been the most ambitious episode you ever made.
Yeah, especially the fact that I had to delay it and just give myself more time to finish animating.
God, there's so much.
And also it was like 8 minutes long. It's like one of the longest animations I've ever done on the
I'd
channel
like to try out
entirely.
some fighting arcade games. We didn't get to spend much time in there yet. Well, I'm off to see what all I can fight. Have fun, guys.
I remember when
Hey,
I, as
so
well as
much
everyone else, we were all excited about it.
racing games.
Hey, this game
It was treated more like an event than a normal episode was.
Yeah. Especially the fact that my other show kind of crossed over in this episode.
Yeah.
So speaking of older games, have you ever heard of the Konami code?
No, bro. What is that?
It's like an old cheat code. Some games can give you extra lives or items if you punch it in. It goes up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Sweet.
But I'll tell you what, I gotta give you huge props too, because the way you incorporate the Tensor Forces characters into this episode, I think you did it very smartly, because they don't just appear and, you know, say a couple funny lines and they're gone. Like, they actually help the characters from Camp Myst, and they have interactions off of them and everything.
Thanks. I tried to make sure that they didn't just appear in a way that didn't make sense. So I figured this whole transporting to like another world thing would be a perfect fit for both characters.
We're inside the game!
We're in the game?
Yeah, and ever since I was a kid, I've always loved the idea of just being transported into a video game.
Yeah, like being in a video game seems really cool.
What game sucks you in when using a cheat code? It's supposed to be some sort of haunted arcade game or something.
Relax, my muchacho. Got a lot of lives in this game. So we'll be fine, right?
But what if we lose all our lives? Won't that, I don't know, have us die in the real world or something? It's just not worth risking all the lives.
It's like I've seen SAO, man, I know what's up.
Let's find a way out of here before the killer gets us.
Yeah, I figured like that'd probably be like the best logic. Like, if you lose all your lives in a video game, you probably won't be able to make it back to the real world.
Well, only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Hey, who goes?
It's quite a scary concept when you really get down deep with it.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Sup, bros?
Hey, my name is Zach, and my friend here is Steve. Okay. So
I also like the extra detail that you did on Steve, how he has those two curls coming up, pointing toward his eyeballs.
Yeah, I wanted to make Zach and Steve's hair more exaggerated, since they're like in this like little made-up video game stuff.
Yeah.
But when we entered cheat code, same thing happened. We've been trying to get out of here for the past 2 hours.
Wow, that's crazy. Did the code happen to be the Konami code? Yeah.
So, it seems we're all in the same boat then. What do we do to get out of here?
Wait, if I remember correctly, the instruction manual that comes with this game states that if you can kill the Moonlight Killer, then our portal opens up and you complete the game.
Oh, that seems like our way out of here.
Hold on a second. Why is the portal going nowhere in this game? That doesn't make a lot of sense.
The developers of the game probably didn't know what to do about the ending, so they did that.
I say the voice acting from everyone involved here is really good.
Yeah, I think everyone did a really good job. I try to put my best effort towards like voice acting.
Yeah.
I'm hoping maybe I can try to experiment more of like trying to put more emotion and stuff into voice acting in the future.
Yeah.
Everyone, let's discuss the plan that shall successfully get us out of this cursed game. Me and Jackson will serve as distractions, and then the two of you will sneak up on the killer and, well, kill him. This should open up the portal and send us home.
I'm no genius or anything.
I think the way I see it, it's like being able to create a voice for the character is easy. Being able to keep up that voice for the character is the harder part.
Yeah.
I didn't take into account that this game might have multiverse.
Because yeah, you know, I had to go through so many different emotions in the show, and I'm like, okay, so how, like, in my best Zach voice, how would I react to this scene?
Guys, the killer. He's here.
Okay, you and Steve go sneak around. The two of us will try to distract him for as long as we can. Good luck, guys.
Right back at you, muchachos.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like a really funny thing to keep that like a running gag with that Steve and another character, just like the other character not having any idea what a brochacho is, because it's just so weird.
Stop with that bummer attitude of yours. I know this
It is really good running joke.
But we can't go back to our friends until you cower with fear and not take action out and be brave. I mean, that's what you mentioned earlier, right?
Wait, yeah, you're right. I was about to do the exact opposite of what I should be doing. Alright, Steve, let's finish.
But yeah,
this
I really
game.
like the addition that this comes up in other episodes too. Zach at first being afraid, then he finds something to reignite his confidence again.
Yeah, like I believe like you kind of suggested that or something. I think.
I kind of expected that to
Yeah, I suggested it because I wanted there to be just so much more to Zach's character when it comes to like his humanity and everything.
Yeah.
Because Zach is like, how old is Zach?
He's around 18, and so are the other campers, I believe.
Yeah, so
Same here.
I think that, you know,
If you'll excuse us,
so I'd say that was my thought going in, that he wouldn't just be not afraid of
Bye,
anything.
guys.
Like, he would definitely be afraid of something.
Yeah.
He's still just a young kid.
Mhm.
Are we back?
You guys are alive! I was worried you guys died or something. Don't scare us like that again, okay?
Sorry, Sandy. We're okay. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true. So, what happened to you guys anyway?
Yeah, one too many of my special chips.
Why? Why is it always those drugs with you, Steve? Come on, guys.
Poor old Steve always getting those drug chips.
So, do you think they'll believe in the whole arcade thing?
Dude, you've encountered monsters before, so I'm sure they can understand a possessed arcade. But the lesson we learned is that we probably shouldn't abuse cheat codes on games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of my most favorite episodes of this Camp Myst series so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So Halloween is actually a couple of days after my birthday, so I have a really close connection to Halloween.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've always loved Halloween.
Hey guys, look.
Also, great variation of the opening with the scary music and everything.
Halloween party.
Yeah, try to make sure it could sound as spooky as possible and look as spooky as possible.
Yeah.
Games. Monster-themed costume contest? At the dining hall.
Dude, that sounds good.
So I'm guessing we're all going?
Yeah.
Bruh, what kind of monster should we dress up as?
I think I want to be.
I actually like the way that you wrote this episode.
I might be a zombie.
It's very different from how other animated shows do holiday episodes, because they'll like
Those sound
they'll have the holiday tie-in, but it'll still be just like a regular episode, like a giant monster attacks. I stayed after the holiday or something.
Yeah.
But this episode, nothing bad really happens. It's more of just it's just a celebration of the holiday.
Yeah, like actually my mom actually wrote this episode. We kind of like take turns writing sometimes, even co-write episodes together.
Oh, well, shout out to her then, because this is one of the better written episodes of the entire show.
Yeah, I'm glad that she made this like a fun, wholesome episode. Didn't turn like a average take down the monster thing.
Yeah.
Nice. Deep character. I like it, bro.
Zach, let's bob for apples. I bet my things will make it easy.
Okay, sure.
Yep, a lot easier with things.
Ah, I'd say. That wasn't
I'm going to see what songs they have to choose for karaoke.
So, you enjoying this party?
Yeah, it's great.
I'm glad a lot
I
of
may be grasping at straws here, but I feel like Sandy being the bride of Frankenstein and Zach being dressed up as a zombie, and Frankenstein's monster is technically, he's kind of a zombie when you think about it, so maybe there's some symbolism there.
Me too. I wonder who.
Yeah, I guess you could be right about that. Maybe.
No. Everyone looks great.
Good evening, campers.
Damien, hey!
Looks like you're all having fun. That's good. Stick around. The contest winner is about to be announced.
Didn't even realize that was him earlier.
Let's go over there. Everyone is gathering at the karaoke stage.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? Hope you all had a great monster bash here at the new and improved Camp Myst. Everyone's costumes are spectacular.
If you can hear purring from the microphone, that's my cat, by the way.
Thanks for pouring all the treats.
Yeah, my cat wanted to watch the show with us.
Glad your cat has good taste in shows.
Yeah.
Ali's end. Very realistic. Congratulations. You will get a $20 gift card to Quick Cuts Hair Care. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone. But do try to stay out of trouble.
I also like that this episode is technically the first of like an ongoing series of events that happens throughout the entire season.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool when you're able to like make connections like that.
Yeah, I figured like a half episodic, half story driven thing would be best for this show. Just like be able to still do like maybe random plots here and there, but also have things connect in a way.
Yeah.
I'm so bored. It seems as if there's nothing to do. Also, this bug bite sure is annoying. Maybe I'll go have something to eat. I still need to have breakfast after all. Wow, that one team sure is fumbling the bag. And they lost. Well, time to head back to the cabin and see what my buddies are up to.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Wait, me?
So, fun fact about like why I voiced that Zach copies, because as you probably know, I used to be the voice of Zach in the original version of Camp Myst. I figured that'd be like a nice little connection.
Yeah, I never actually thought of that. That is very true.
Walking around the camp. Would you call me crazy?
Nope.
Okay, thank goodness. Because I actually did see that happen just now at the dining hall.
You're crazy.
What? Hey, I thought you said I wasn't crazy.
Relax, dude. I was just messing with you.
So you saw yourself walk by, huh? Well, lucky for you. You're not alone.
There's a lot of detail in like the facial animations. You did a really good job on that.
Thanks.
I found an exact copy of myself as well. It was so creepy.
That's one of the most important features of animating a character is getting the face right, because that's where all the emotion is going to show up in.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you saw, well, you at the dining hall?
Yeah.
Well, I don't exactly know what could be the cause of this, but maybe we could go to the library and do some research and see if it's a strange monster, or if you're just delusional.
Okay. That's enough crazy Zach jokes out of you two. Now let's head on out and put an end to this mystery.
Alright, let's start looking around for a book that can explain the...
I really did want Zach to feel like a leader type character. I did want to add some like booming confidence to his voice every once in a while.
Yeah, I've always imagined him as like the leader of the four.
Alright, Steve, you come look with me while you two continue on.
Got it. Let's split up, gang.
Have you seen any book useful to us yet, Alice?
Nope, not yet. A myth book.
You found a myth book? That's great. Let's meet up with the boys, and hopefully they found something useful too.
And I thought there would be a lot of books based on beast stuff.
Must be a widely popular thing now. Let's just keep looking.
Why do some of the best things have to be popular?
That's just the way things are. Oh hey, here's a book about local monster stories.
Awesome. Let's meet up with the girls then.
So, did you guys find anything?
Yeah, it's a book about old myths from around here.
Steve and I found something similar. It's about local stories which tells about sightings of various monsters.
Unfortunately, however, the stories only give vague info about said monsters. Cowabunga, dude.
Okay, let me look around this book real quick and see what kind of monsters we're dealing with.
Zach, you said you saw someone who looked exactly like you, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I found something. Looks like we're dealing with...
What?
Seriously? We're doing this whole thing again? Maybe Damien's gone back to his old creepy ways.
Oh, maybe not. It says here in order for the shapeshifter to turn into someone, it has to bite their target, which gives them the person's DNA, letting them shapeshift.
So, you're saying instead of Damien being a shapeshifter, he was only just a target for the real one?
Exactly.
How do we stop it, though?
We have to use the symbol near the creature in order to ward it off.
That's helpful. But I don't know where we can find anything that has that symbol.
I've actually seen the weird image in the gift shop. It's on some of the necklace.
That's great. Now we know how to stop it.
Everyone, it's time to begin Operation Imposter Syndrome.
Heck yeah.
Sandy, Steve, you two go look on the left side of the camp. The two of us will go look on the right. Sound like a plan?
Yep. Good luck, guys.
Hey, Alice?
Yeah?
Can you tell me if there's any sort of cure to this bite that I have?
From what I read, the bite should heal up in a matter of 12 hours. I didn't see anything else, unfortunately.
12 hours. Wait, it's 9 p.m. right now. And I noticed I got bitten at 9 a.m. That means it should be returned to its original form anytime now.
Oh crap. We gotta find it now.
Bruh, where's that monster? Can it just reveal itself or something?
I have no clue. It could be anywhere.
I might be tripping, but is that Zach committing vandalism?
It couldn't be. Zach's too kind to do something like that.
Hey guys. What brings you guys out here so late?
Save it, creep. Why are you screwing up the camp? And why are you trying to impersonate Zach? Answer me now!
Well, you see, that's a funny story.
That's some really nice detail on Sandy's character that you added. Instead of going through the usual, oh my god, is that Zach? Is that not Zach? She's just straight up like, no, that ain't Zach.
Yeah, Zach's too much of a pure soul to just vandalize a camp out of nowhere.
simple. How did you figure out my weakness?
We read through a handy book about this. Point is, we know your weakness now, and if you don't want anything worse happening, I suggest you don't get any closer to us and stop trying to ruin the camp. Got it?
Hey, you guys all right?
Yeah.
Man, you do not know how trippy that was, seeing that monster doing stuff looking like you.
Yeah, been there. Can't you lose that monster's return? How did he even find us?
I don't know. He couldn't have known a new camp would be.
Well, whatever's going on, it seems that the old monsters are coming back, and we have to prepare for future attacks on the camp.
Alright, I'm heading on to bed. Good night, muchachos.
I think we should all go to bed after the freak show that was tonight. Good night, guys.
Yeah, this is pretty much where, like, I had the plot start kind of picking up more.
Master, I have bad news. The campers are back. And to make things worse, they found a weakness to our kind.
You've returned to be a burden, have they? Well, that certainly won't be an issue.
How?
Well, let's just say you've got a few tricks up our sleeves.
I also think it's funny how we technically put out 2 Christmas episodes.
Yeah, like
Hey, Sandy, look.
this episode is meant to be like kind of taking place around winter, but it was never really like a Christmas special. But it could be counted as one if people want to count it as one.
Yeah.
Good morning, campers.
Good morning,
morning,
Chef.
Chef.
Did you do all this, Chef?
Well, yes, I did. I thought I would live in the place up a little. Do you like it?
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's a winter wonderland today.
A little trippy, but neat, huh?
Let's eat some warm breakfast, then head outside. I'm glad Damien let us use these camp sleds. Let's have some fun!
Man, today was fun.
I know.
Hello.
I haven't done that in a few years.
Yeah.
I always love playing in the snow.
I hope it snows for Christmas this year.
Yes.
Not sure why that one episode couldn't be viewed.
That's unfortunate.
Maybe it was because like music I used in it or something. I don't know.
I was gonna say about the last episode, I really did try to add a lot more enthusiasm to Zach's lines in that Winter Wonderland episode, because I imagine winter, Christmas is probably one of his favorite seasons, his favorite holidays.
Yeah. Yeah, in this episode, Sounds Like Hers, I really wanted to get more creative with like the animation and stuff. Try to make it more fluid and stuff.
Yes, this is a very good idea for an episode. This is very reminiscent of like really old cartoons and comedy shows and stuff.
Kid, I don't
Yeah.
know what you're trying to tell me. Just say what you want to tell me.
Oh, sorry.
Your throat? Are your throats hurting or something?
What was that all about?
I think the campers were trying to get me to play charades or something like that. It's like they couldn't speak at all.
Hopefully, they're okay.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not like some monster stole their voices or anything. monsters took the campers' voices?
Yes, I did some research on the monsters that are believed to be around here. And one called Noxia can steal voices, which matches up with what happened to the campers.
Well, what do you know? That kind of makes sense. Huh?
That's enough.
Our voices, they're back.
Oh, thank you so much, Damien. Oh, we were so freaked out about losing our voices.
Now we don't have to play extensive games of charades anymore. Yeah, thankfully we had one of these necklaces on hand, which reverses the effect of Noxia's curse.
Oh yeah, I remember we found that out in the book we read about hospitals.
Honestly, I probably wouldn't have ever saved you guys from the curse without your helpful research. So I kind of have to thank you guys.
Anytime.
I should get your purposes. Though, with how far along my plan has come, that should be to worry about.
So much tension, so much build-up.
Yeah. I really wanted to make the season finale and this episode is probably one of my favorite ones, and probably another one of my more ambitious ones. I even got like another YouTuber to join in on this. That Raynor guy.
I found a romantic comedy book, but that's probably not your style, I assume.
Maybe a story about a street fighting dude.
Oh, I read you at that. It was okay.
Yeah, I still can't find a book either. I'll see if I can find something all of us can enjoy. There's so many options. I don't know what to choose.
But yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun recording for this episode. The script was very reminiscent of movies like The Princess Bride to me.
What's that big book about?
And I really wanted the epicness of the story to also affect like how I deliver my lines and such.
Never thought of it as being like akin to like Princess Bride or something like that, but that's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever kills my boredom.
What was that?
Holy crap, I've had two special chicks.
Where are we?
I don't know. All I remember is that we were reading that. Oh no! I think that book transported us here.
I just got flashbacks to the video game episode right there.
Yeah, this is Mark's second time they've been transported to another world. Seems like this happens a lot in the series.
Hear me, peasants.
Who the heck is that?
I don't know, but we got.
Saturday.
I wonder if because of that, Zach is afraid of putting in one of the movies.
What? Do you not understand? You fulfilled your purpose, so now you shall leave. Goodbye.
I can't believe he did
I'll tell you
that.
what, throughout, before this episode, there were lots of subtle hints and some cute jokes leading into Sandy and Zach having a relationship. But this is the episode that really brought it home, in my opinion.
Yeah. Figured like this story would kind of bring them closer together. Kind of make them more of like a thing.
Sure. Wait, you won't throw me away after this is done, right?
Of course not. Maybe you can come back home with us somehow.
Alright, now let's head to Alatar's castle.
Hey, Shiro. How much closer are we to Alatar's castle?
We are almost halfway there.
Come on, guys, cheer up.
We're getting close to an inn, so we'll get to rest for a while.
Rest? We can't rest while Sadie is trapped in some crazy wizard's castle. We need to save her now.
This was also me trying to bring out like a different side to Zack that I don't think we've really seen yet. Like the one that will pretty much do anything in his power to save one of his friends.
Yeah. I'm glad you kind of brought that energy to that little scene.
No stops, too. Hey, Shiro. While we got a bit of time, why were you working with Alatar? He seems like a lunatic.
Long story short is, I desperately needed some money because I pretty much grew up on my own. And I needed for clothes, food, and such. He came by and told me that I could earn some money if I became his apprentice. And help be his personal guide due to my good guiding skills. But then he betrayed me. That's pretty much the story.
Dang, that's rough. But you know, I can assure you that once this is all over, maybe we can find you a better life back in our world. Though our people might need a bit of time to get used to a prison.
So I thought I'd ask, when it came to the villain's design, did you have any like inspiration behind it?
Are you talking like for like the wizard?
Yeah.
I think maybe Ice King from Adventure Time maybe was an inspiration. I can't remember much other than that.
Oh, that might be why.
What the heck?
Yeah, I forgot to mention this.
Oh, and if it wasn't obvious, the dragon is supposed to be like a medieval version of O. Just thought it'd be like an interesting touch to add into the medieval world here.
Yeah.
Looks like Alatar didn't know how to train his dragon.
Wow. That was terrible.
So interesting thing about when I went, hey yeah, like I remember reading that line, like because I did the same thing a few episodes back.
Need for what?
And it's like I'm pretty sure the way it was written, he probably just wanted me to go, yeah. But I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna add some spice to it.
Yeah. I think what you did turned out better than probably what I had imagined.
You were absolutely out of
Yeah,
your
it's
mind.
just like it was kind of like second nature to me, I guess. I don't know.
Shall be able to stop me.
Stop right there!
Guys!
Oh crap! Is this what I get for revealing my plans? Anyways, I see some test dummies for my ogre army. Let's start with you, knight.
Oh crap, my sword! It's still in the dragon!
Don't worry, I got you, bro.
Oh, holy crap! Oh, can't believe it! I took an arrow to the knee.
Couldn't help but reference Skyrim there.
Especially you, Zach.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. Hey, nice job with the bow and arrow, Steve.
Thanks.
So.
Uh,
I love that that Skyrim reference is still funny all these years later.
Yeah, probably one of the most well-known memes.
Yes.
This library, it's like the one back in my world, except it looks a bit different. I'm gonna take a look around and see what your world has to offer.
So, I take it you were my knight in shining armor, huh?
I guess I kind of was.
So, who wants to go to the arcade?
I'm down, just as long as we don't get sucked into an arcade.
Yep.
Where's that darn U.S. military history book at? Damien, you might want to see this.
I'd say this season finale is probably one of my favorite episodes out of this season.
Yeah.
I know. If we went out there, we'd get all soaked wet and ruin our clothes. So it's best that we just hang out here. Besides, we do have a game console with some games, and we can watch some
I believe I recorded the lines for this episode when I was at work, so I had to be a little more quiet than usual because I was at a group home, but I think I still delivered them pretty clearly.
Yeah, you did.
It's not like a monster's gonna come.
I was afraid that I was gonna be like phoning it in because I had to be so quiet, but I really tried my best to add, you know, the usual emotion that I always added.
Yeah, I think it still did pretty good.
Relax. The Papa you let up
Yeah, thank
soon,
you.
and we can go back to doing stuff outside.
God, milk.
Yeah, I always saw that in like my elementary school and stuff like that. So if I could just give it a little shout out here.
Oh man.
And the little years on like the other two banners was a reference to the original version of Camp Myst's run. That'd be like a nice little touch.
That's really cool.
Zach, you doing alright?
Remember that monster, the shapeshifter? Well, I just saw it lurking around outside again.
What? I thought we took care of it.
I guess we didn't. Alright guys, let's go to the gym.
Oh man, I'm so close to winning this. Fine, we'll come, Zach.
Mike, we have a bit of a problem.
What do you mean by that?
We saw that shapeshifting monster again, but it ran off before we can go after it.
Seriously, again? These cretins just don't know when to quit, huh?
Now that you guys mention it, that alien kid that won the contest, he sure did have a realistic costume, and he stopped by recently. Alien. Uh-oh. Things are looking good.
Wait, that book I found in the library, it mentions that if you see multiple monsters gathering around, then that means one thing. They... Ah!
What on earth was that?
I don't know, but we have to start. Huh?
Oh my gosh! Did you see what happened? A blue creature just landed right outside! What goes on in this camp?
Aw, crap. I'm terribly sorry you had to come today. I'll get this thing sorted out once this situation is taken care of. Come on, campers. You too, Damien. We must prepare to take on whatever awaits us outside.
Mike, what are we supposed to do about this? We're not even prepared for those monsters to attack.
Calm down, kid. Since we don't have much time and those monsters probably won't want to wait on us, we gotta choose some weapons and hope for the best out of this situation.
We don't even have time to practice without weapons?
I thought I taught you how to use those weapons already. Remember when we first came across the monsters years ago?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I remember now. You still have those weapons, right?
Correct. Just grab them out of these lockers and let's get moving.
It looks like that blue monster's getting tired of waiting. Guys, good luck to you.
This was a very serious episode.
Yeah, I tried to make this more serious because it's kind of like ramping up the plot of the whole show.
Annie's. I have no clue what that could mean, but I do not care to know.
Well, we want to know something, though. Why did you come here, and why did you send your lackeys here, too?
Well, after the fiasco that was the previous camp, we monsters you treated here as a resident finally started making some plans. But then you came along here and immediately started to rebuild a camp here. Now, we'll make you pay for your actions.
Hey, wait a second. I recognize you and your lackeys. You and that pinkish one were from the caves at the old camp, and there's Allie N from the Halloween party.
How did we not see this coming?
Oh yeah, Caesar.
To be honest, I originally wanted to like scream that line. I wanted to just really let all this anger out. Like, how did I not freaking recognize this?
Come at me!
This seems quite the easy catch. No. Curse them. Curse them all. Oh, avenge me. Those idiots. You'll all pay for it.
Steve, watch out!
Hey, buddy, you alright?
Yeah, tis but a scratch.
Hey!
Tis but a scratch.
Eat this, you piece of trash.
That's for injuring our friend.
Got you surrounded. I'd say it would be unwise for you to make a run for it right now.
Yeah, and if you do try that, we'll make sure you don't feel like they, like your friend Allie did. Got it?
I've had enough. You all have proven to be stronger than I am once thought. But that won't be enough to stop my plan. Your victory won't last. But when I activate my plan, your time will end.
We did it. We won against the monsters.
Thankfully. But it's unfortunately temporary. Now that we know Myst is back and is working on a big plan.
I wouldn't worry about it right now. How's about we all celebrate this victory with a pizza party?
Pizza party.
Yeah, I guess
Everybody
that
loves a
plan
pizza
will
party.
take a long time to get ready.
At least I think.
So sure, let's have some fun.
Oh, Rose, again, I apologize for what you had to see earlier.
Oh, that's okay. I've heard quite a lot about the crazy stuff that's happened with this camp. Except for today. It's all good, though.
That's good. At least you're not going to sue us. Tell you what, we'll do the interview later, okay? For now, though, come join the party with us.
Okay.
It's cold out here.
It's gonna be coming out like next summer, maybe around summer.
Awesome.